Oh, yes. Yeah, oh, a little sneak peek. Good day, kids. Jason up, New 80s Revolution, Cave, day 12. Day 12 of the 25 days of Christmas in the 80s. I will be back with a brand new episode, a filmed live in front of a studio audience episode on the 17th. Yeah, I figured it out, finally. I will be back home doing the day 17, fresh, brand new, off vacation on the 17th. But until then, enjoy these pre-taped episodes of the program. Today, on day 12, we are speaking about the AWA Remco Battle Royal playset. What an amazing concept, kind of. So what was the Battle Royal playset? Well, first of all, again, we have Remco's incredible artistic boxes. Okay, what I mean by that is there's very little live action photos here. I mean, the photos of the figures are live, but the drawings of what the heck is going on are all just incredible art. Just really awesome pieces of art, and I love that style. AWA did it with their figures. They did it with their classic standalone ring. They did it with the steel cage playset that we'll look at when I come back because I can't get to it. And they did it with the Battle Royal playset. So what was the Battle Royal? Now this is, aside from the Matt Mania series, the Chic, Adnan, Nord the Barbarian, Playboy Buddy Rose, aside from those figures that fetch a ton of money, like deep hundreds, close to 1,000, possibly up to 1,000 or more by now. I think not possibly, I think for sure. Carded, forget about it. Aside from those, this is the most expensive AWA playset figure related item there is. The Battle Royal playset fetches a good ton of money. I did not actually get the Battle Royal playset. I got the box. And this was when I was, hanging out with the guys at the AWA figure group, the Remco figure group on Facebook. My man Shane D. That's how I met the second generation sensation, Brian Hardy, was through, that group. And I forget how I got this, and I don't want to disrespect anybody. I don't remember if I traded for this, if I paid for this, or if they sent it to me for free. I don't remember, because they did send me some ridiculous things for free from that group. Expensive stuff. But anyway, beautiful box. Just one of my favorite things to look at. There's got to be a way to because when these things are on the shelf, oftentimes they're like this, or if I have a ton of room, then they can sit on top of the shelf and sit like this. But I don't get to look at this enough. So this is almost like stuff that you want to put as a poster. But the Battle Royal, first of all, take a look at everything that's going on in the ring. I mean, you've got some sick action going on in the ring there. You got referee Dick Worley, trying to, I don't know, why would the referee be in a Battle Royal? But, you got Baron Von Raschke slamming into Rick Martel there. You got one of the fabulous ones, Stan Lane, I don't know, back body dropping Larry Zbyszko into the corner. You got Ric Flair press slamming the other. Well, they both have the red lightning. Well, there's a botch. Both fabulous ones have red lightning bolts. Oh, botch, total botch, error card. It's worth millions. So what's the concept of the Battle Royal playset? Well, incredible idea for somebody who didn't have any of the figures, because what you got was, you got the ring, you got Dick Worley, the referee, and you got Rick Martel, You got both fabulous ones. You got Baron von Raschke, you got Larry Zbyszko, and you got Ric Flair, all in here with the ring, with a pretend $10,000 check that you would give as a prize, and then there was a poster that was included in this as well that is not on the back, but it was in here. So for, I don't know what this price point with this was back in the day. I assume $39.99 or something like that. You got like the whole batch of, figures and the ring. Now, this ring, I believe, this ring was the cardboard base ring. Okay, so think the Remco Karate Kid playset. I guess to cut corners on this, Remco's given a lot of stuff away here for what had to have been a cheap price point at the time. Remco's given away a lot of stuff here. So I assume they did some corner cutting by making the base of this ring cardboard. Okay, now it's not cheap cardboard that you piece together and it bends. I mean, it was solid, heavy cardboard. The Karate Kid base is solid, heavy cardboard, but the ring base was cardboard on this one. And, you could still put in the ring post and everything like that. Take a look at the back. For the first time on the packaging, we've got the Grudge Match 2-packs advertised. And just look at that. They're not even coloring in those drawings, which is cool. But we get Carlos Colon, Abdullah the Butcher. We got Big Scott Hall taking on Jimmy Garvin, Nick Bockwinkel, Larry Zbyszko, Stan Hansen, and Jerry Blackwell. So those were 2-packs, and they were on black cards, and they were called the Grudge Match series. So also very pricey on the eBay market. Really cool in-ring action photos there. I like those. Like those a lot. You got some really cool stuff there. So what does this thing come with? It comes with the All-Star Wrestling Action Figure Collection, fully posable arms, legs, heads, and waist for real wrestling action. You get the Authentic Wrestling Canvas. That's right, you do. Right? So this was the first ring that actually gave you a ring canvas and a ring skirt. It wasn't just molded into the doggies outside. It wasn't just molded into the to the ring like the LJN ring, and you got a canvas, which I always thought was cool. You actually got a ring canvas, and then then elastic ropes for real wrestling action. So this doesn't say that it. Oh yes, it does. On the side here, on the side it says you get 7 5.5-inch wrestling figures. You get an authentic wrestling canvas. You get elastic ropes for real wrestling action. You get a $100,000 winner-take-all play check, it's called. That's right, a play check. You get a Battle Royal poster, and then you get an AWA All-Star Wrestling booklet. All that in here for what I would guess would be probably $40 at the time, maybe less, maybe $29.99. I have nothing in here except, some fun little filler. There's no poster. There's no nothing. So I'm pretty sure that somebody gifted me this box, which is pretty cool of them. So the AWA Battle Royal playset. So now again, what I was saying earlier was this is a great idea for somebody who has no figures and is brand new to the whole AWA thing. However, by the time this came out in '86, there's a pretty good chance that lots and lots of kids already had these figures and already had this ring, right? And you know what happens in '86. If a playset comes out and you already have all the parts to it, you're not getting it again. Your mom is going to look at this and go, wait, you already have that ring and you already have all of these guys. I'm not buying it for you again. So I don't think the Battle Royal playset sold very well. And my guess would be that's why it's so expensive on the, in the eBay world, is because I don't know how many were produced and I don't know how many sold, because likely if you were into it, you already had the figures. And you already had the ring, And your mom's not buying it for you just for a Dick Worley referee and, you know, a poster. So you're not getting it. You're not getting the Battle Royal playset. But I have it, indeed. And it's a beautiful box. One of my favorite boxes. Such great artwork. The AWA Remco artwork is just awesome. It's so fun to look at. And just a really nice set. AWA Battle Royal playset from Remco. And that's yet another day. That's another day of Christmas in the 80s. And let's keep going. Let's hit the next one. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night now.